Hi, this is my first YouTube video. Actually, I wanted to do a video about the, excuse me, upper GI tests I had today. So this morning, I had a manometry test, which itself lasted about 10 minutes. It was not fun. It was very uncomfortable. The nurse I had was really nice. She was a great nurse, but it was just not a fun experience at all. And so they did that to check my esophagus, just to see if it's working right, measure like the waves and the function of the way I swallow. So I should get my results from that sometime next week. So I had that, and then after they removed the tube for that, then about a few minutes later, they inserted this thing. This one is the 24-hour pH test. So I'm going to have this in here until tomorrow morning at about 9 o'clock, which I cannot wait until that time comes because this is not comfortable at all. So it's a tube that they insert in through one of your nostrils down into your esophagus. And they read the pH throughout the day. Then it's connected, they had it run under my shirt, and it goes through this machine right here, and it's got a screen that you can look at to see what your pH is, and you're supposed to record like when you have a meal, when you stop eating, if you're having heartburn symptoms, a few different things on there. So after that, they're going to look through all the results and give me some information, hopefully, about the pH of my esophagus and what's going on there. So the test itself, this one specifically, because I'll talk more about, it's not fun. I took the day off from work for it, and I'm glad I did. They say you can go back to work. They want you to have a regular, normal day. I'm kind of a homebody, so staying at home made enough sense to me. Excuse me. So that's what I decided to do, and I'm glad I did because I wouldn't want to be walking around with this. I'd probably get a lot of unwanted attention, people staring at you, maybe asking questions. If you're already sick, you probably don't want more attention on you than you've already experienced on a regular basis. So yeah, that's not great. I wouldn't recommend it. I'd say it's doable if you really had to or needed to. But I live alone and I really didn't need to do that. So I decided to give myself a break and take the day off. Something I've not been looking forward to doing, but I am looking forward to getting the results and hopefully getting some answers. So I can maybe get a better solution to this than taking medication every day, which doesn't always work. So, let's see, what does it feel like? So for me, I can feel it right here in my throat, mainly when I swallow. I've also noticed that if I like turn my head a certain way, I can kind of feel it moving a bit, which is really weird. So I'm trying not to turn my head around too much. I can also feel it right up here in my nose, and that's probably the worst part actually for me so far. I did have sinus surgery a little less than 2 months ago, and I just have sinus problems, so I don't know if it's extra sensitive up there or why it's bothersome. It's kind of painful. It's like discomfort and pain mixture. I wouldn't say it's like super painful, but it does not feel good. It's the kind of feeling where it's like, this isn't right. So I'm a little concerned about that. I think I will be calling the clinic to ask about it and, see if there's any concerns there. I do want to do this for full 24 hours because I want to get some, clear results and have the full test done. Um, Other things I would say about this, it's really noticeable for me. Well, let me start over. So, eating and drinking really aren't too bad. They feel, I don't know, I would say about the same as not eating or drinking with the tube in. For me, the only thing that's really bothered me is that it seems like when I'm eating, it's been pulling at the tube, which I can feel near my nose, where I'm having some pain and discomfort, and that seems to last for a little bit after a meal. Then it kind of goes back to what I would say like normal, which is like moderately uncomfortable. So that's probably my biggest complaint. Probably going to avoid eating for that reason. I feel like anyone else taking this test who doesn't have funky sinuses like I do, that probably won't be an issue for you. That's just a guess, though. That's not like an expert opinion. It's just pure guess. So just kind of be aware of that. But yeah, I wouldn't recommend going out and about. Talking feels weird because it's like when you talk, you have pressure going on in your throat, and then you can kind of feel the tube more. So like doing this right now doesn't feel great, but I did want to share my experience with everyone just because I was trying to see if I could find any like other firsthand experiences, people doing this. It's kind of a weird thing to think about, like having these tubes and stuff shoved down to your throat, like through your nose. Didn't really know what to expect. So just thought sharing my experience with other people might be helpful. It's totally doable. It's definitely not fun. I'm going to be looking forward to having this removed tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. I cannot wait to have it out. I do not like it. I don't think anyone who's done this would ever enjoy it. You definitely feel it. Although, again, it's not horrible. I'm not in excruciating pain. Interested to see what sleeping is going to be like. I don't know how that's going to work because I have to wear this thing right here it's connected to. And I roll around and move a lot when I sleep. So, not looking forward to that. Also, I'm looking forward to be able to take my medication again because I do not like being off my acid reflux meds. It's pretty uncomfortable. It actually hasn't been too bad. I did have to stop taking my medication on Tuesday. I've been doing okay, surprisingly. Usually when I'm off my meds, I feel pretty awful. Have a hard time eating, even just like drinking water can be difficult and painful. So luckily it's been okay, which is kind of weird, but in a good way. And I'm hoping that it's not going to affect my results because I want to have accurate results from these tests. Obviously, like, people don't do this just for fun. Because there's something wrong and they want to find a solution. So anyway, I hope that helps. Other things, I've been dealing with heartburn, acid reflux type problems for a long time, at least since my early 20s. For a while, I didn't know there's anything wrong. I didn't realize it was abnormal until I started talking about it. And, I did realize it wasn't normal and I was having a lot of pain and discomfort. So it's been a long journey and it's affected my life in a lot of ways. It's sometimes made days at work really difficult. It's made it hard to do a lot of things. Going out to eat isn't very fun. It's pretty stressful because I don't know if I'm going to start feeling sick and I'm going to go home. And that's not fun. So yeah, that's about it. For those of you having digestive problems, you're not alone. I know how lonely it can feel. Because I don't have any other friends who are having these problems. It's only me. No one in my family has issues like this. So I think that's one of the hardest things is, feeling like you're going through a difficult time by yourself. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. I'm happy to answer. I tried to describe everything in as much detail as I could, but if you wanted to know anything else, yeah, I'd be happy to help. And good luck to all of you out there. See you later. Bye.